Leader of the heavenly armies. Archangel Michael stands as the unyielding leader of the heavenly hosts, the divine armies that fight in the eternal struggle between light and darkness. As the commander of these celestial forces, Michael is depicted not just as a warrior, but as the embodiment of courage, strength, and divine will. His role is to lead the faithful angels in their charge to protect the heavens and the earth from the forces of evil. In various religious traditions, Michael's leadership is portrayed as both strategic and authoritative, commanding angels who serve with unshakable loyalty. From his fiery sword to his piercing gaze, every aspect of Michael's depiction in art and scripture emphasizes his unbreakable resolve and his commitment to the cause of divine justice. As a leader, he is not just a figurehead, he actively engages in battle, leading his heavenly forces into the fray. His very presence brings hope and strength to the celestial legions, inspiring them to fight with honor and conviction. This battle between good and evil is not a mere myth or allegory, but a cosmic war that has eternal consequences. Michael, as the leader of the heavenly armies, embodies the principle that evil will never prevail. He assures the faithful that, despite the challenges and struggles they face on earth, divine victory is inevitable. Through his leadership, Michael teaches us that even in the most difficult moments, we are never alone in our fight against darkness, the defender of faith. In a world filled with challenges to spiritual integrity, Archangel Michael is the unwavering defender of the faith. His divine mission is to protect God's people from the forces that seek to deceive, mislead, and corrupt. Michael is often depicted as a steadfast guardian who shields the faithful from the darkness that seeks to infiltrate their hearts and minds. His role as the defender of faith is both spiritual and practical. On a higher level, Michael guards the truths that bind all believers together, protecting the doctrines and divine revelations that form the foundation of faith. But on a personal level, he also serves as a protector to individuals, guarding them against the influences of evil that may seek to lead them astray. Whether it is the whispers of doubt, the temptation to fall into sin, or the onslaught of fear and confusion, Michael stands as a steadfast wall between the faithful and the darkness. Throughout the centuries, many have called upon Michael for strength when facing spiritual trials, and in times of persecution, he has been revered as the protector who ensures that truth will always prevail. His role as the defender of faith is not passive. It is a proactive and dynamic one, always on alert, always ready to confront the forces that threaten the integrity of divine truth. Michael's protection is a reminder that faith is not just a set of beliefs, but a living force that requires constant vigilance. Through his divine strength and guidance, believers are empowered to hold steadfast in their faith, knowing that Michael is by their side, ready to defend them at all costs. The conqueror of Satan. The story of Michael's triumph over Satan is one of the most profound and symbolic moments in the Scriptures. In the book of Revelation, we witness a grand celestial battle, where Michael leads the heavenly armies against the forces of Satan and his followers. This battle is not merely a confrontation between two beings, but a cosmic struggle between good and evil that has eternal implications. The passage from Revelation 12:7-9 tells us that Michael and his angels waged war against the dragon, Satan, and his forces of evil. Despite the dragon's might and deception, Michael, with his unwavering courage and divine authority, cast Satan and his followers out of heaven. The imagery of Michael defeating the dragon is not just a historical event. It is a symbol of the triumph of good over evil that continues to resonate through all of human history. What is so powerful about this victory is the clarity with which it declares that evil, no matter how powerful, will ultimately be defeated. Satan represents the ultimate embodiment of rebellion against God's will, and Michael's victory over him shows that even the most corrupt and powerful forces of evil will fall before the divine order of heaven. Through his victory, Michael secures a future where the forces of darkness have no place, and the eternal light of truth will reign supreme. For believers, this victory offers both hope and strength. In the face of personal struggles, temptation, or fear, they can take solace in knowing that Michael has already triumphed over the greatest evil in existence. The power of Satan, though real and formidable, is ultimately finite. Through Michael's leadership, evil is cast out, and those who walk in the light of truth have the assurance of ultimate victory. This victory also marks the finality of God's justice. The expulsion of Satan from heaven signifies that there will be no room for deceit, darkness, or rebellion in the divine realm. Michael's triumph reaffirms that righteousness will ultimately prevail, and the forces of evil, no matter how they may rage, will never triumph over divine justice. The patron of warriors, Archangel Michael is not only a spiritual protector, but also a patron to those who face physical battles in their lives. Soldiers, police officers, and warriors across the world call upon his guidance and protection as they confront the dangers and challenges of their daily duties. Whether on the front lines of a battlefield or facing the perilous responsibilities of law enforcement, Michael's powerful presence is a source of courage, strength, and divine protection for all those who serve and protect others. In times of conflict, both physical and moral, Michael represents the ideal of unwavering bravery and dedication to a righteous cause. Soldiers throughout history have revered him as the patron saint of warriors, believing that his intercession strengthens them in the face of overwhelming odds. In moments of fear and uncertainty, they turn to Michael for the fortitude to press on and the assurance that they are not alone in their struggles. Michael's role as the patron of warriors is also symbolic of the internal battles we all face. Each of us is a warrior in our own right, battling against personal demons, doubts, and fears. In this sense, Michael's protection extends to anyone who must confront challenges, whether on the battlefield or in the quiet struggles of life. His role is to inspire perseverance, fortify the spirit, and ensure that those who fight for justice and righteousness will never face their trials alone. Through his presence, Michael reminds us that bravery is not the absence of fear, but the courage to face it. And with divine guidance, all warriors, whether of the flesh or the soul, can find the strength to stand tall and fight for the greater good. Symbol of divine justice. Archangel Michael is not only a warrior of divine strength, but also the embodiment of justice and righteousness. As the protector of the faithful, he also represents the unwavering balance of divine law. In many depictions, Michael is shown holding scales, the traditional symbol of justice, signifying his role in weighing the souls of the departed and ensuring that divine justice prevails in the afterlife. This image of Michael with the scales reminds us that justice is not an arbitrary force, but a reflection of divine order and righteousness. In his hands, the scales symbolize fairness, truth, and the impartiality of God's will. The souls he weighs are judged not by personal bias or earthly measures, but by the absolute truth of divine law. It is through this unwavering sense of justice that Michael ensures that all who seek redemption or face judgment are held accountable to the divine standard. As a symbol of divine justice, Michael teaches us that no action, no matter how hidden, goes unnoticed in the eyes of the Creator. Whether it be acts of love or betrayal, courage or cowardice, every choice we make will ultimately be weighed and judged by divine law. In the heavenly realms, Michael's scales offer a sense of comfort to the righteous and a warning to those who stray from the path of truth. Michael's role also speaks to the importance of justice on earth. He inspires believers to seek fairness and righteousness in their own lives, calling them to stand for what is right, regardless of the cost. His divine justice challenges us to look beyond ourselves and understand that true justice reflects the will of God, seeking balance, truth, and the ultimate good of all creation. Guardian of the dead. In addition to his roles as a warrior and protector of the living, Archangel Michael also carries the sacred responsibility of being the guardian of the dead. In many traditions, he is seen as the one who guides souls to their final judgment, helping them navigate the afterlife and ensuring they reach their ultimate destination with peace and clarity. As the guardian of the dead, Michael's role is one of both guidance and protection. He does not simply oversee the souls, but actively leads them through the journey to the afterlife, ensuring they are protected from any harm or deception along the way. In some beliefs, Michael stands at the threshold between life and death, offering a comforting presence to those passing into eternity. His role is to help souls transition from the earthly realm to the divine, making the process of crossing over less daunting and more peaceful. For many believers, Michael is the last guide they will encounter on earth before they step into eternity. His presence at this critical juncture is both comforting and reassuring, as he embodies divine mercy and love. Those who have passed from the earthly realm can rest assured that, with Michael by their side, they will be escorted with dignity and care to their final judgment. In addition to guiding souls, Michael also ensures that the dead are judged justly, ensuring that the divine balance of justice and mercy is maintained. His actions remind us that death is not an end, but a continuation of the divine journey, and that through God's grace, even in death, we are not alone. Michael's role as the guardian of the dead reflects God's eternal presence, reminding us that our souls are always under divine care, both in life and beyond. Bearer of the Sword of Light, Archangel Michael is most famously depicted with a sword, a weapon that symbolizes not just his role as a warrior, but as the bearer of divine light and truth. His sword is often shown ablaze, representing the fire of righteousness that cuts through darkness, evil, and lies. This sword is a powerful symbol of divine justice, truth, and the wrath that follows when evil is confronted. The flaming sword that Michael wields is not just a weapon for battle, but a representation of the clarity and purity of divine purpose. It cuts through the lies of the world, exposing falsehoods, deception, and evil, leaving only the truth in its wake. The fire of his sword represents the transformative power of divine justice, which can purify and refine all things in its path. Just as fire has the ability to refine precious metals, so too does Michael's sword cleanse the soul, purging it from the stain of sin and corruption. Throughout history, Michael's sword has symbolized the divine power that cuts through obstacles and evil, bringing justice where there is wrongdoing. His sword also represents the strength that each of us can draw upon in our spiritual battles. Just as Michael wields his sword to strike down the forces of evil, we too can wield the sword of truth and righteousness in our own lives. When faced with challenges, temptations, or injustice, we are reminded that we are equipped with the divine tools necessary to fight against darkness. Michael's sword is not a tool of destruction, but a symbol of divine protection. It is used to safeguard what is holy and pure, to defend what is righteous, and to ensure that evil has no place in the world. For those who are devoted to righteousness, the sword of Michael is a reminder that light will always triumph over darkness, and that truth will ultimately prevail. His role in healing. While Archangel Michael is often depicted as a fierce warrior, he also embodies healing and protection. His role as a healer is just as significant as his role in battle, as he brings divine comfort to those in need, helping them overcome fear, pain, and adversity. Michael's healing power extends beyond the physical realm. He brings emotional and spiritual healing to those who call upon him for help. In times of turmoil or distress, many seek Michael's guidance to find peace and clarity. His divine presence offers protection against negative energies, fear, and anxiety, helping individuals to regain their strength and confidence. Just as he leads the heavenly armies to victory, Michael helps guide people through their own personal battles, bringing light and hope where there is darkness and despair. Michael's healing is not just for the body, but for the soul. He is often called upon in moments of spiritual struggle, when individuals are in need of courage, clarity, and reassurance. Whether one is grappling with loss, fear, or emotional wounds, Michael's protective energy provides a shield of light that can help heal the deepest hurts. His healing touch is said to soothe the spirit, helping individuals overcome the trials and challenges that life brings their way. Throughout history, Michael has been invoked in prayers for healing, especially in times of physical illness or emotional turmoil. His role as a protector extends into the realm of physical health, where he is seen as the one who offers healing from sickness and injury, providing divine strength when the body is weak. His presence brings comfort to those who are suffering, reminding them that they are never alone in their struggles. Through his intercession, people have found relief from pain, spiritual peace, and the strength to endure difficult times. In the end, Michael's role in healing is a testament to the all-encompassing nature of divine protection. He is not just a warrior who defeats evil, but a compassionate guide who helps bring healing, comfort, and peace to all who seek his aid. The name's meaning. The name Michael carries profound significance, deeply rooted in the very essence of divine power and purpose. Translated from Hebrew, Michael means "who is like God," a rhetorical question that serves to underscore the unique and unparalleled nature of God's power. This question is not posed to seek an answer, but to highlight the undeniable truth that there is no one like God, no force in the universe that can match his supremacy. For Archangel Michael, this name is more than a title. It is a reflection of his eternal allegiance to God. As a being of divine light and power, Michael's very existence affirms that there is no higher authority than God. His mission, his actions, and his presence all serve to reflect the supremacy of the Creator. When we invoke Michael's name, we are reminded that he stands not only as a protector and warrior, but also as a loyal servant to the divine will. In his very name, Michael also carries the reminder of humility. Though he is a mighty warrior, his strength and authority are not of his own making, but a reflection of God's will and purpose. By asking, "Who is like God?" Michael humbly acknowledges that he is but an instrument of divine power, and that the source of all his strength is rooted in the Creator alone. His name speaks to the eternal truth that every action, every victory, and every battle he faces is for the glory of God. The name Michael is a powerful affirmation of divine supremacy and loyalty. When we speak it, we not only call upon the Archangel for protection, but we also recognize and affirm the might of the Creator. It is a reminder that in every struggle we face, whether spiritual or worldly, we are never alone, and that the ultimate power, that of God, is always at work through his messengers, like Michael. Global veneration. Across the globe, Archangel Michael is venerated by millions of people from a multitude of cultures, faiths, and traditions. His presence transcends geographical and religious boundaries, making him one of the most universally recognized and revered figures in the spiritual world. Whether in Christianity, Judaism, Islam, or New Age beliefs, Michael's role as a protector, warrior, and intercessor is acknowledged and celebrated in countless ways. In Christianity, Michael is considered one of the chief archangels, often depicted as the angel who leads the heavenly armies in the battle against Satan. His role as a protector of the faithful is central to his veneration, as millions of Christians call upon him for guidance, strength, and protection in times of spiritual or physical need. Churches, shrines, and icons dedicated to Michael can be found around the world, with prayers of devotion invoking his intercession. In Judaism, Michael is regarded as one of the chief angels, a protector of the people of Israel. He plays an essential role in Jewish mysticism, where he is seen as a divine messenger who carries out God's will and helps guide souls to the afterlife. His role as a guardian of Israel is central to many prayers and teachings, underscoring his significance as a protector and a servant of God. In Islam, Michael, known as Michael, is considered one of the four archangels, revered for his role in providing sustenance to God's creation. While he is less often depicted as a warrior, Michael is deeply respected for his role in delivering divine mercy and guidance. Muslims call upon him for protection, sustenance, and support, and he is often seen as a compassionate figure who acts according to God's will. Even in New Age and spiritual traditions, Michael is venerated as a powerful and compassionate being who serves as an intercessor and protector. He is invoked by those seeking healing, guidance, and strength. His image as a warrior of light resonates strongly in modern spiritual practices, where people turn to him for assistance in overcoming challenges, both personal and spiritual. This global veneration of Archangel Michael reflects his universal appeal and the enduring belief in his power to protect, guide, and bring justice. From ancient times to the present day, Michael's presence in diverse cultures and faiths is a testament to his enduring significance in the spiritual lives of millions of people. No matter where one lives or what one believes, Michael's role as a divine protector transcends all boundaries, offering hope and strength to all who call upon him.